chopper check-in.
Well, it's metal.
Dude.
Wow, look at that.
Perfectly matches that. So here's your spacers. That way you kept the stock mount. Here's where I wanted to start bending them in.
So sick.
I built this little plate here. It's like a tongue.
There it is.
Woo! Put some muscle into this and get it built. Yo, what's up, CROOKS MOTO crew?
What's up, CROOKS MOTO crew?
Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another Shovelhead chopper check-in. Today we are at
Ooh, I like that. Shovelhead
chopper check-in, dude.
It rhymes. It
It's
rolls
good.
off the tongue.
Yeah, we just rode some bikes over here. We're gonna start the vlog now.
We rode Johnny's bike, felt sick, but yeah,
Don't mind my tape.
we're fixing that.
Having headlight things fixed.
Yeah. But we got some cool updates on my Shovelhead build. Excited to show you guys, dude. It's gonna be sick. It's coming along. Let's get some wise words from Josh.
You have to lick it before you stick it, and then tape it before you rip it.
Let's get it started. All right, before we get into the freaking Shovelhead, we are looking at Josh's chopper.
Because this is yet another headlight bracket.
Yeah.
Amazonian lights.
I just love,
This bottom piece just keeps breaking.
I'm a big fan of this headlight. I like, it's kind of thin,
It's very thin.
and then it's super bright at night. It's LED, so I'm buckling down and having the man make me something that won't break, and something that'll have a little more style. I don't know what we're doing with it yet, but I'll show you guys whenever.
Dude, yeah, 2 brackets down, man. It's
Two
not-
brackets, and like I've re-welded that other one like 5 times,
Yeah.
and it just keeps breaking, and it'll just break next to the weld. Weld's good.
Yeah, hoping more material in that area should do it, you know?
It'll just keep breaking. Yeah, something for now.
I mean, it doesn't look like anything too crazy.
Well, it's metal.
Well, we know
Yeah,
that.
as long as it's magnetic. Or it was aluminum. If it was aluminum, I'd be like, oh shit, it keeps breaking, you know?
Dude.
Wow, look at that thing. Something's on.
Dude.
Look, it's sharp.
Yeah, it's got some parts bolted on it now, dude.
Dude, it's got a tank, it's got an oil bag, it's got a brake mount, a fender, a seat, a sissy bar. Holy shit.
You been having fun?
Yeah, dude. It's been nice chipping away at it for sure.
Dude, so sick.
Glad you're stoked with it.
Dude, I'm hyped. I mean, at this point, like after I've seen the update photos,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's gonna happen. It's happening. Because it kind of reinvigorated the hype, like, you know, to be like, all right, possible, I can get this thing done, be able to ride it here soon.
Yeah.
Like it just needs some more parts, replace a few things, get some things rolling.
The tank's pretty straightforward, and that's a split distance between like seat mount and up to the neck casting. That's where I would have put my own. So
Yeah, that's perfect.
yeah, the Frisco mount's sick. It like perfectly matches that.
Dude,
vinyl.
yeah, it looks so good.
So they're threaded bones, so you just got 2 bolts, man, and good to go. I'd probably run leather washers if I was you. Just I'd run them underneath and then on top. It saves the paint or whatever
Yeah,
color you decide to go with.
sick.
Your oil bag is like the racing style, and the way that the Pago frame is this is a straight line all the way down versus this being like a double miter kind of a deal.
Okay.
So that's why your oil bag has so much room under here, but it works in your favor. So it's kind of like
sweet.
racing style, which is like what Andre has, where there's like a lot of room
Yeah,
underneath
I
that.
like that.
So here's your spacers. That way you kept the stock mount. So
Yeah.
it's just aluminum rod. You can polish them up.
Sweet.
Easy, but yeah, so just spaced all the way up, give you a little gap up here so if it does vibrate, it's not ruining your paint. And then I left that line, so if you don't decide to run that oil filter, it's that nice straight line with the backbone. So that's the angle it's pitched at. And then I saw this guy. So he put the main line in here, but actually they're supposed to come out of here, and that's just a drain plug.
Okay.
And then that
makes
if
way
there
more
is, like
sense.
sediment or shit that like clogs up, it stays in here, so that when you do your oil change, it like dumps out instead of running it out of the out of the filter or out of the main tank there.
Yeah, could maybe even run your old little magnet trick, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
the cow stomach magnet.
Yeah, dude.
So as far as your seat, remember how off that was from the radius?
Yeah.
So I've just been massaging it and getting it to be in this angle. So you still have this little bit of a gap, which is what, I don't know, that's what I got on my bike.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
sit
that's-
in it, it'll pull in.
That's fine, man.
This is the style. I'm gonna give that a sponge here. So this is like clip style with the Pago, since they plate that top stem. I built this little plate here. It's like a tongue fork kind of a deal.
Sick.
So that just slips underneath this guy here.
Perfect.
Your seat from coming up. Other than that, your ass is what keeps it in the seat.
Yeah.
But we'll bolt it to like plates, 2 or 3 plates in the back here.
Dope.
To get that in, you just kind of push that back up, and you just get that fork to go right underneath of it.
Dope. Yeah, so
Yep.
very similar to, yeah, like even my touring seat, you know, or
Okay.
Softails or Dynas, they all have that little tab.
Yeah,
You got to slot under that front part of the frame.
Exactly. So yeah.
Dope.
When you want to, just unbolt these wherever these 3 are going to be. Then you just pull right out. I think it's a lot nicer than having like the bolt underneath, which is what I've had to do in the past, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. You're trying to like put a ratcheting wrench in there.
All my shit's bolted together like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember now. So this is where I came up with this angle. So I'm doing the outside tabs, kind of like mine. Yeah, basically come up. I like the beefier out here than having it like start toeing in. That was just like a preference choice
Sure.
on my end. But coming up here, I thought about coming in just a little bit, but I wanted to get your call on this. So the reason I chose this angle for now is because, one, this tab to where the back of the seat is where that seat should be coming back all the way. So if I brought the angle up any closer, then it's cutting into the angle of the seat, if that makes sense, to where that angle goes down and meets here. So that's that line straight all the way back. It's up to you, man, if that's what you like. If not, we can kind of reconfigure something else. Is that too much angle for you? I mean, it's almost
Kind of thick.
where it's up just like a little bit in the back right now.
I think it's perfect because you got a long front end. It would be different if you had like a shorter.
With the forward controls,
Get, like,
like it's
more-
gonna be a little more of that relaxed, you know,
Oh,
angle.
yeah.
So like with a bag and everything right here, sick.
Think about like the old lady sitting on there. She's gonna be able to just kind of lay back.
She's
and
gonna
chill a
be
little
chilling, dude.
Yeah, if you are taking a big solo trip, this is where I would put my bag. So you just sit your bag right up here, dude, and now you got something to lay back on when you're riding. You know?
100%.
But if you're taking like a picnic and a bag, or somebody with you in a bag, obviously your person sits here and you'd be hanging out here. So I was gonna advise you to keep that shelf. I know we talked
Yeah.
about maybe like straightening it out or something, but honestly I think the way it is now is just to keep that little lip there, and that way if you do rest something, you have like a stopping point. Seat comes in, toes in. So I do want to follow that line, so we'll definitely bring these guys in, and that's kind of where this line is here, is where I wanted to start bedding them in. So depending on how much, we have a couple options. I can bring that in until it's behind. I can bring it in until it's like halfway out, or I only bring it in subtly, and what you do is you end up leaving like kind of like that little gap. With that little gap, you can actually put your hooks around it, you know, so it kind of keeps it out a little bit, or I can bring it in tight. It's kind of your preference if you want it to be on the outside, middle, or inside of the seat.
That's a great question. That is a great question.
That's kind of where I was going for it originally. At the top there, you can kind of see what that would be.
Yeah.
And that kind of hides that like old school stitch right there. I mean, or yeah, you can go to the inside where it's hiding that seam completely. Well, it's kind of if you want to see Sissy bar from the front or not.
I don't know, it does look good kind of in a little bit, I think.
Kind of like on that, I keep calling it like the midway point. So it's like something like that where it's kind of in between both.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you'll see it, if you're looking dead straight, you'll see like a little bit of it. Like here,
Yeah, just a little, yeah, it kind of pops out a little bit. It's not like a bordered outline.
Yeah.
I think that's sick.
So sick. And then these are long right now. That's the last thing too I was gonna ask you about is if you wanted, I can connect those, you know, at their closest point and then bring that back. So we were talking about doing that second angle. So like this long, right?
Like back here.
That's 6 inches.
I want to put a straight plate on the top of it. I mean, honestly, like whatever you feel like looks.
So if it was me, I was
Something
thinking
that-
maybe like an inch, maybe 2 inches above, like continued straight, and then that kickback. Or do you want it to kick back right at the seat? Only reason I say up is because then you still have like vertical hook.
Yeah. I mean, it could definitely come up a bit and then kind of kick back.
Yeah, something like, what is it, like 4 inches or so?
Something like that.
Okay.
Dude.
And then I thought it'd be cool after doing some of these bends, if you can imagine these two together. Basically the top meeting up like this. That's a point. and then pulling that back. So it's kind of got like this end point to it, but I'll like kind of grind it so it's like kind of, so it's soft. You're not going to stab anything with it. Is that all right? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's cool.
Cool. Fits the vibe, man. There's like kind of some sharp angles on the bike that I'm really into. Just gonna try to eyeball this bend here a little bit. I might have to get some extra tacks in here, but I want to bring it in just a little bit, and then that way we'll stand it back up for the seat. So that's the plan. Gives it that solid grab, you know? Just super subtle like that, get them both to that point. So we'll see what it's gonna do when we get near that seat. Just bending some shit, the subtle part, you know? Just kind of double supporting that little gap there. Beautiful part about metal, man, you can always add or take it away, you know? If that was wood, you nailed into it, now you got a hole you gotta putty out. I think that angle is gonna be just right, man. A little bit of play, you know?
Yeah.
But perfection of imperfection, man.
Yeah.
Eyeball your guess and work from there. So now I can match that angle with the other angle. Toe in. I'll have to cut off some of that excess, but getting closer, man.
Yeah.
It's looking real freaking sick in here. Yo, what up, CROOKS MOTO crew? Big shout out to John for letting us come over, see the progress on the shovel. Appreciate it very much. The Sissy bar's looking sick. The tabs, the oil tank, the Fender, gas tank. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the build, and that's it. Be sure to check out the next one. Hopefully maybe it'll be on the road soon. We'll see. All right, peace. Bye.
All right, boys, Jason just got here. Oh, welcome to back to the vlog. Here we go. Here he is. See the chopper for the first time.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pimp My Chopper. On today's episode, we are going to be picking up the Shovelhead. As you guys just saw previously, Johnny Boy did some sick work on it. It's finished. It's ready to pick up. It's got the Sissy bar, the seat, the oil bag. It's got some pipes on it, and it's got some other sick shit too. So let's show him, dude.
Oh, it's the guy.
What's up?
There it is. Woo! Look at that seat. This goes for miles.
Dude, so sick.
Style for miles.
Oh, dude, this part's so sick.
Oh, man.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I fucking love that.
Took some liberty to blend out the weld.
Long front end.
Looks so thanks, man. Super good. What's sick is like even before a polish, like I would just run it even like this, dude.
Sweet.
This looks great.
I figured I'd mildly polish it for you. So
Alright.
He saw it before.
Yeah, look at this guy. So sick.
Yeah, dude. You stoked?
Yeah, I'm super stoked, dude. Now I just gotta actually put some muscle into this and get it built. Gotta get this thing wired, some oil lines, a couple other little miscellaneous parts. Maybe throw my other Y-Glide motor in here and pull that one out, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull that one out and just rebuild it. Who knows? Nonetheless, I have a running motor. I can just pop it in and we'll work it.
There's gonna be a lot more to come on this bike, as you guys could imagine. It's gonna be paint, and there's gonna be putting it all together, but yep, hope you guys like it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Okay.
So let's.
I got it.
You got it straight up and down.
Okay. This is so much different without the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, just grab the back heel balance. That was the most difficult one of these we've done. Group hug!
Yeah. Fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Choppers!
Thank you guys for watching this awesome shovelhead part. I think we're on like part 4. One of the parts. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thank you, John. Again,
Yeah, thank you.
appreciate you, brother. Thank you for helping me get this thing together so far. There's gonna be more parts. We're gonna get this bike on the road soon enough. So watch out. It's gonna be out there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.